This is lesson 2.1, integers and absolute value. The main idea of this lesson is to read and write integers and find the absolute value of a number. Get ready for the lesson. The bottom of a skateboard ramp is 8 feet below street level. A value of -8 represents 8 feet below street level. What does a value of -10 represent? In this example, then, that would represent 10 feet below street level because of the negative number. The top deck of the ramp is 5 feet above street level. How can you represent 5 feet above street level? We would represent that with a positive number written as +5, or more normally written as simply 5. Numbers like 5 and -8 are called integers. An integer is any number from the set ... -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, ... where the ... represents means continues without end. Any number from this set is considered an integer. I like to give kids the definition that integers are the set of all whole numbers and their opposites. We start with counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ... means continues without end. We add 0 to that set, which then becomes the set of whole numbers. And then to go to integers, we simply add the negative numbers to the set of all whole numbers. And again, I define integers as the set of all whole numbers and their opposites. And we'll define the term opposite more accurately later in another lesson. Real-world examples. Write an integer for each situation. An average temperature of 5 degrees below 0 then would be written as -5 because it's below normal. An average rainfall of 5 inches above normal then is written as +5 or 5. Write an integer for each situation. 6 degrees above normal would simply be written as 6. 2 inches below normal would be written as -2. Graph the set of integers 4, -6, 0 on a number line. Draw a number line, then draw a dot at the location of each integer. So, let's draw our number line. And I would simplify this even to the point where I don't even draw the tick marks on the number line. I simply put 0 in the middle and then start with the rest. -2 would be here. -7 is to the left of -2. And 8 would be down here somewhere. My second example. Same thing. 0 somewhere in the middle. -4, and I could, I guess, draw my tick marks if you wanted to. There's -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would be down here. -3 would be here. And 7 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very simple, easy number line. Helps you to graph those integers, which is the first step in putting them in order from least to greatest, which will come in another lesson. On the number line below, notice that -5 and 5 are each 5 units from 0. Even though they are on opposite sides of 0. Numbers that are the same distance from 0 have the same absolute value. What that means is there's no such thing as a negative absolute value. Notice that the absolute value of -5 is also the absolute value of 5 because they're both 5 units from 0. With the negative numbers, you're moving to the left, which is a negative direction, not a negative distance. A little confusing for kids at first. Write an integer for each situation. A loss of 11 yards would be -11. Number 2, 6 degrees Fahrenheit below 0 would be negative 6 degrees. A deposit of $16 would be plus 16, or more likely just 16. The positive sign is understood. Number 4, 250 meters above sea level would be again simply 250. Number 5, the quarterback lost 15 yards on one play. Write an integer to represent that. Losing would then be negative, so your integer would be negative 15. Graph each set of integers on a number line. Again, we're going to do this the simple way. We're just going to put 0 in the middle and then arrange. 11 would be down here to the right of 0, negative 5 to the left of 0, negative 8 even further to the left of 0. Number 7. Two, here's our 0, here's 2 to the right of 0, negative 1, 1 to the left of 0, negative 9 further to the left, and positive 1 here between 1 and 2. What I've actually done there is put them in order from least to greatest. We'll talk again about that in another lesson. The absolute value of negative 9 is 9 because it's 9 units from 0. This is a numerical expression using absolute value. 1 plus the absolute value of 7 would be 8. The absolute value of negative 1 is 1 minus the absolute value of negative 6, which is 6. This would give us a number of negative 5, a value of that expression of negative 5. You could graph that on a number line. It would be easier for some kids to see. These are the vocabulary terms from this lesson. These should be written in your notable and defined. You should then make flashcards of those so you could study them for later when we have our vocabulary test for Chapter 2. At this point, you should quit the YouTube video, go back to my web page, click on Lesson Quiz 2.1, and log in with your username, which is your student number, and then your password, which is the first 6 digits of your last name, and your 2-digit birthday.